This will be a pranayama class with a side of movement. So Kelly, this should be right. Perfect for you. When you find your seat and you feel comfortable, let your right hand and your left hand come together in front of your chest in this Anjali Mudra. And feel for just a moment the right and the left, the opposites. As you take a few deep breaths, let your right hand represent dark and your left hand represent light, like a yin-yang symbol. Taking away any judgment about dark and light and viewing this gesture as perfect and balanced. Walt Whitman said, every hour of the light and the dark is a miracle. So as we begin this practice, the first pranayama is simply noticing breath. Not changing, not fixing, not altering, but just coming into awareness that breath is happening. Notice the entry point of air at the tip of your nostril. Notice the journey one breath takes into your body and out of your body. Once you've become aware of your breath, then just see if you can make it equal and even. The inhale and the exhale the same, volume or time. When your mind wanders, invite it back to this, the equal and even breath. Aware of the inhale and aware of the exhale and the balance of the two. If you'd like, you can set an intention for this time on the mat, or maybe a dedication. When you're ready, release your hands to your lap. And let's come into some gentle movements, inviting us to warm up and wake up slowly. This practice will just prepare our mind and our body for this day. So let's just start with a couple of easy shoulder rolls. Just checking in with those muscles that Amy so beautifully helped us roll out yesterday. Just see if there's anything there. Alternate one and then the other. Kind of making a figure 8 with your shoulders. And if you started backwards, reverse that and bring the shoulders forward one at a time. And then settle your shoulders down away from your ears. Hands can be wherever they're comfortable. Draw one ear to one shoulder. Feel a very gentle stretch in the side of your neck. And begin to create half circles. Imagine drawing a smile with your nose. And you might even turn up the corners of your mouth. When there's a smile on your face, your brain believes that your body is happy. Just checking in here with the neck. Sometimes we come to our mat and it's kind of like CrossFit. We come expecting a workout. Today, I invite you to come to your mat a little more like stepping into a massage. And these asana, or the massage therapist. And you've evened that out on both sides. Sit tall, reach fingertips to the floor. And let's take a side body stretch, turning that left palm up. Inhale, stretching up and over. Breathing into your left lung. The left lung a little smaller than the right lung. This is where the heart nestles in. So breathe and squeeze your heart with your left lung. Come back to center and switch. Right arm up and over. Find breath in your right lung. And since the right lung is bigger, maybe the breath is bigger. And then inhale both of your arms up, stretch tall. Give yourself a little more space between ribs and hips. And let's twist to the right side. Left arm goes across the body, right arm behind. Inhale to a tall spine and exhale for a soft twist. Ease your way back to center, arms reach high. Exhale, twist to the left. Just a little wake up call for the spine in all of its directions. Equal, even breath. Come back to center, arms reach high. Once again, bring your hands in front of your heart, drop your chin, just a humble gesture of gratitude. And then let your hands come to your knees. And we'll just move through seated cat and cow, starting to put movement between each of the vertebrae. Feel yourself gently rocking forward on the sitting bones and back. Just really taking the temperature of the spine here, finding out exactly what it needs. Maybe less is more. Maybe more is more. Moment by moment, what does your body need? Let's find a tall spine and we'll move into 3-part breath. So bring your hands to your belly, and on your inhale, breathe out into your hands. Let your belly expand outward. Exhale, squeeze your belly in deeply. Inhale out. Exhale in. How much movement can you create with belly breathing? You might think of pumping your abdominal organs, stimulating the digestion by just pumping the muscles. And then glide your fingertips to the side of your body. Maybe your thumbs feel your ribs. And inhale now sideways outward into your hands. On the exhale, gently press your hands as if you could squeeze your rib cage in. Inhale sideways. Exhale, squeeze in. One more time. Sideways breath. And then let your hands settle just below your collarbones, and we'll take a 3-part breath now. So the breath first comes into the belly, then the ribs, and it makes its way up into our hands. As we exhale, the shoulders soften, the rib cage draws in, navel to spine. Inhale, bottom to top. Exhale, top to bottom. Like you're filling up a glass of water and emptying it out. You might imagine that that breath can make it all the way up into the crown of your head and empties all the way out through the bottom. Release your hands. And let's bring ourselves around into child's pose. This practice will follow the vanilla class using pranayama as the sprinkles for the class. So get comfortable in child's pose, whether that means knees wide or using props. Let's continue with that 3-part breath, that Dirga breath, allowing the belly to expand, the ribs to open. Breath comes all the way to the top and then empties out. Inhale to all fours, a tabletop position, and let that breath continue to move you into cow pose. Exhale, tucking the tailbone around the spine. And now our body movements assist in deeper breath. The lifting up, the arch of the back invites a deeper breath in, and the compression of the flexion presses breath out. Use your muscles to help you breathe. Let's do one more, cat and cow. And then from a neutral spine, tucking our toes, we'll lift into downward facing dog. Take a moment to play here in downward facing dog. For a moment, throwing away the rules and just starting to wiggle your way into this shape with your breath. What if this pose were simply a way to move oxygen more efficiently into tight spaces? What if the purpose of downward facing dog was to help you get breath into your hamstrings, your calves, your feet? Would you move differently or position yourself differently if that were the goal? Let's take a slow walk forward. We'll meet at the top of our mat in a forward fold. You can use props or rag doll. Find a forward fold that feels like the perfect fold for your body right now. And then lengthen your breath. The breath and body meet. You have an opportunity to just enjoy the process. To take our mind off goals and achieving a pose and just be in the practice. Let's go to lifting and lowering breath. So pressing the hands to the shins, inhale, lift to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. We'll do that 2 more times. Movement with breath. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Press to lift halfway. And lower. Dropping our hips into a little bit of a chair. Let's sweep the arms high, extended mountain. Find some space in your body. Reach right, reach left, like you're climbing a rope. And then anchor down through the feet. Hands come to heart center, chair pose. Flowing chair, bringing in now Ujjayi breath. So as we exhale, make the sound. And then create that sound with your mouth closed. Start to hear the waves, the wind, Darth Vader. And then make that happen also on the inhale, like breathing through a straw. Some say this feels like breathing through the ears. With Ujjayi breath for this first part of practice, more is better. Let your breath be more loud. Turn up the volume, turn up the heat. Take one more deep breath in, and then exhale, hands to heart, pause. Feel the effects of the practice so far. What's getting stirred up? We'll move into sun salutations, Surya Namaskar A. We'll do 3 sun A, and I invite you to approach this as a moving meditation, as equal and even Ujjayi breath meets movement. And our body's just helping us move breath more efficiently. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, hinge from the hips, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose, knees or toes. Spin the elbows. Exhale, halfway down, chaturanga dandasana. If you're on your knees, melt your body to the floor, lift to cobra. If you're on your toes, lift to upward facing dog. And exhale, back, down dog. 3 Ujjayi breaths here. And looking forward, feet meet the hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Arms reach high, extended mountain, and hands to heart. If you'd like to progress to your feet for the next round, grab a block and let's practice float, flex, flip. I'll talk you through that. So the block will come about a foot away from the top of your mat on its middle side. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hands come in front of the block. Shifting forward into plank pose, pause, press your hands into the earth, open your shoulders, and then float forward. Flex the elbows until you feel the block, and then flip your toes so the tops of your feet are down and just lift into upward facing dog. Legs are lifted. Exhale, downward facing dog. So that is float, flex, flip. Looking forward, feet meet the block. Inhale, half lift, and exhale, fold. Rise up, extended mountain. Hands to heart. We'll go through one more sun A on our own without the cues. You can choose knees or toes. Meeting at the top of our mat, half lift, forward fold, reach high, take a deep breath in, and bring hands to heart. Pause, notice, feel, right and left, light and dark, hard and easy. Perfectly balanced here with our breath. The inhale and the exhale even. So we're going to take a little break from vanilla and do breath of joy. This is a breath that we use frequently in yoga therapy. Jessica, I'm going to encourage you to go easy on this one with your back, and I'm sure you'll figure that out. So the 3-part breath in this style is inhale the arms forward, inhale more, arms side, inhale even more, arms up, and then the feet are a little bit wider, and we exhale and we throw the breath down. So it's sniff, 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 exhale with an open mouth and the sound of ha. In, ha, ha. And you can go at your own pace, faster or slower, but we want this to be vigorous. As my teacher says, vigor. He's Australian. In. 3 more. And then inhale, arms up, hold your breath. And slowly exhale as you melt your arms down to your sides, palms forward, even equal breath. Notice energy, prana. Let's take this prana, let's keep it boiling into our sun B, top of the mat. If that block was helpful, you can leave it right there. Hands at heart center. Exhale, sink down into chair, and you can widen your feet a bit if you like. Just find a place where you feel stable, comfortable. It can be a high chair or a low chair. And arms are just accessories. So arms can be out, up, or down. They're kind of like earrings in this pose. Pay attention to feet, legs, core, and breath. All right, here we go. Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, down dog, and take a vinyasa, knees or toes. On the inhale, right leg lifts, stepping through, drop the back heel, rise up, warrior 1, Ujjayi Breath. Exhale, hands to mat, lower down, vinyasa. Keep the energy, left leg lifts and steps, rise up, warrior 1. One more time, vinyasa, high to low. And you get to pause now for 5 breaths. Down dog or child's pose. Let the breath catch up. Find again that steady, even, equal Ujjayi breath. Slowly walk the feet to the hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Put that deep bend back in the knees. Inhale, chair, arms wherever you want them to be. Notice, feel, observe. Bring your hands together. We're going to go one more time. Sun B. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, down dog. Take a vinyasa. Right leg up and through, warrior 1. Vinyasa. Stay connected to your breath. It's a heat building, moving meditation. Left leg steps through, rise up, warriors. And one more vinyasa. Last of the mandatory vinyasa. You have 5 breaths. Down dog or child's pose. Let the breath find you. Steady, even, equal breath. And then find your way to the top of the mat for a half lift and a forward fold. Bend your knees. Utkatasana, the exclamation point at the end of the sentence. Come to mountain pose and place both hands flat over your chest. Root down through your feet. Steady, even breath. Surya Namaskar B is such a powerful teacher because it puts us right in the middle of the chaos, right in the middle of the struggle, the heat, the fire. And it reminds us what's on the other side. Go back to your breath. And gently release your hands, find mountain. Let's move into our hips, the lunge series. Go ahead and hinge forward from the hips. The right foot stays where it is. Left foot steps back. Let's find low lunge. You can either stay on your toes or drop your knee, your choice. And now we're going to shift our breathing to a lengthening and a softening breath. So on the inhale, I'd like you to think of a line of energy shooting out through the crown of your head and back through your heel. The inhale makes that line longer. The exhale softens everything around that long line. Inhale, find the length. Keep the length. Exhale, soften around it. We'll do that one more time. A lengthening breath and a softening. On the in-breath, press up to high lunge, adjusting as you need to for your low back. And now the lines of energy have changed. So the line of energy now is up through the fingertips and back through the heel or down through the toes. So inhale, find that line of energy, 2-directional pull. Exhale, soften around it. You might think of the inhale as expanding your skeletal system, and the exhale as the muscles softening around that new expansion. Hands come to heart center. Let's shift forward over our front leg, finding a twisting lunge, grabbing any props that you find helpful. That bottom knee can be on the ground. You know. And we have new lines of energy now. So fingers up and hand down. The arm span is a line of energy, and head to heel. So can you inhale in 4 directions? Exhale, soften around that new expanded shape. And release the hand. Step the back foot to meet the front foot. Come into gorilla pose. So soft knees, hands slide under the feet. Massage your wrists. And let your body just be here with breath. The right foot stays where it is. Left foot steps back. And either drop the knee or stay on the toes. Let's start to lengthen. Line of energy, crown of the head back through the heel. Exhale, soften. Think of that line of energy as traction, pulling you in two directions. And the exhale reminds us to soften around the tension. Lifting into high lunge, same thing. Expansion breath. Press down and lift up with the inhale. Exhale, soften. Breathing this way, there's a little movement with the breath. It reminds me kind of a jellyfish or something, just moving so beautifully. Let's bring our hands to heart center, shift forward, and twist. Taking any variation of the twist that works in your body today. Lines of energy, expansion, and softening breath. Beautiful. Release the hand, step to downward facing dog. From here on out, vinyasa is optional. We'll move into our warrior series. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, step through. Rise up through warrior one and open into warrior two. Take a moment to find the earth under your feet, the stability in your legs, the length of your core, the softness of your shoulders. And as we move back and forth, reverse to side, I'd like you to let your breath move you. So on the inhale, let your breath bring you into reverse warrior. Let your exhale pull you into side angle. Let the breath be the action rather than an afterthought. Let the breath move you. See if that feels different in your body. If the goal is simply to move oxygen more efficiently into the right pinky toe and the left back knee and the right armpit, how would you approach this simple movement if we were just trying to distribute oxygen more efficiently? Take one more deep breath in. And on the exhale, windmill the hands to the earth. Let's step the back foot into pyramid. So in pyramid pose, our feet are on train tracks and our feet are kind of 11 o'clock. Left toes slightly out, right toes forward. Grab any props that seem like a good idea. We're going to take a deep breath in, lengthening breath. And then the softening breath invites us down toward the leg or maybe slightly inside. I invite you to let your breath create a circle around you now. So imagine just standing inside of a circle. On the inhale, the breath comes up around the back. On the exhale, the breath spills down the front of that big sphere. Inhale inside of a circle breath and exhale. Come to a flat back. Right hand to the sacrum. And then just slowly peel the right shoulder up over the left shoulder and stay inside of that circle breath. Imagine standing inside of a great big globe, the breath moving up one side of the globe and spilling down the other side. You here in the middle. Take another deep breath in. And on the exhale, return the hands to the earth. Let's walk to a wide straddle. Bring a block with you if you like. Widen up the feet and then lunge side to side. Release that tension in the right outer hip and just start to notice adductors, inner thighs. You can move in any way you like. Just stay connected to your breath. And then we'll make our way to face the back edge of the mat. Bring the block with you if you used it on the first side. So drop the back heel, rise up, warrior one, and open into warrior two. Find your warrior. Soften the shoulders, turn the left palm, and let breath move you. Can you find some spaces where breath doesn't normally go? And just let this be a way of sharing that healing oxygen with a part of the body that maybe is tight, restricted, closed off, needs a little healing energy. One more big breath in, and on the exhale, windmill the hands to the earth, step the back foot into pyramid. And now the feet are 1 o'clock. Left toes at 12, right toes at 1. Inhale to lengthen the spine, exhale, soften. You might just close your eyes and picture that circle breath moving around you. This circle, a ball of healing energy. Imagine warm light surrounding you and the breath just tracing the edges of the circle, up the back and down the front. Lifting to a flat back, use your block if you like. Left hand to the sacrum, really lengthen the spine before you draw the left shoulder onto your back. Let the belly do the twisting. Stay inside of this circle. Let your awareness be placed on the breath, the pattern of the breath, even more than the sensations in the body. Let the breath be the focus. Take one more big breath in, and then exhale, release the hand, come back again to Prasarita Padottanasana, wide straddle. My thunder. You guys hear that? Side to side. And then turning again to the top of the mat, let's draw the back foot to meet the front foot. Inhale, half lift and rise up. Slow motion, extended mountain. Draw the hands to heart. Tree pose with single nostril breath. So we're going to start by standing on our right foot. And I'd like you to just really get deliberate before we even move the left foot, really plant that right foot down. Create a line of energy, left heel up through left shoulder and through the crown. And then just pick up your left heel. So notice that tendency to shift and see if you can really stay hugged to midline. And then turn that left knee out. Find its place above or below the knee. We're rooting down through our right foot. Our right foot is our masculine foot. And so we're going to breathe through our right nostril. So go ahead and close off the left. Take a deep breath in. You can release the nostril, breathe out of both. And again, gently close off the left, breathe in through the right. This right side of our body is known as our yang side, our fiery side, strength. This right side of our body is what we put out into the world, our giving side. Take one more deep breath in here. And then release. And as we come to mountain, try to resist shaking out that right leg. Let it stay in its stable planted position. And notice that your body will take care of that by itself. You don't need to shake off what we just built there. Root down through the left, draw the hip in, find the length and space, and then pick up the right heel, turn that knee out. Let that foot find its place below or above the knee. Now we're standing on our left foot, our feminine side. So we'll close off the right nostril and we'll breathe in through the left. You can keep that closed or you can breathe out of both. The important part is breathing in through the left. And this is our receptive side, our soft, nurturing, lunar side, yin. Drawing to yourself what you need in this moment. One more deep breath in and then release. Feel that grounding now through both feet. The equal right and left. Just experiencing right now the beauty of a sunny morning that has turned into a heavy rain. The beautiful example of light and dark, equal measure, wet and dry. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. Optional vinyasa for anyone who wants just one more. And then we're going to shift forward, lower our knees, and come down into a prone position. In this prone position, bring your hands under your forehead. So give your forehead a little pillow. And then we're going to practice floor belly breathing. So separate your feet a little wider and just breathe, pressing your belly into the floor. And then exhale, draw the navel to spine. Just let the floor now be a place of awareness with your breath. Expand and contract. I'm going to offer half bow for today on the right and left. If you prefer bow pose, Dandasana, you're welcome to do bow pose twice. If you are joining me for half bow, let your left forearm come parallel to the top of the mat, the elbow slightly in front of the shoulder, so there's a gentle back bend. We're going to bend the right knee. And as we reach the right arm back, resist twisting to get to that foot and try to bring the foot to the hand. So your back stays in a pure back bend, spine extension. You can gently kick the foot into the hand. If you'd like a little more lift, the hand can press to the floor in front. But let's keep that belly breath going. Keep the belly moving into the floor. Expanding and contracting. And we'll take one more breath, feeling breath moving into spaces. And as you release, stack your hands again, give your forehead a little pillow. You could also use a block. Rock your hips from side to side. Breathe your belly into the floor. And then the right arm comes across the top of the mat. Left knee bends, unless you're doing full Dandasana. Left arm back, try to reach straight back, avoiding that twist. Inhale, lengthen, let your belly breathe into the floor. 5 breaths here. You can close your eyes. Experience prana moving through your body. Aliveness. And after the 5th breath, go ahead and release. Stack your hands, support your forehead and wiggle your hips. Take one more floor belly breath. And as you exhale, let the hands come to your shoulders, navel to spine, come up to all fours. And we'll sweep our legs around, coming into a seat. Let's come into Dandasana, staff pose, clearing the flesh. So you might want to sit your hips up on a blanket if that feels like it frees up your lower back a bit. Also, something under your knees might feel nice. Sitting in Dandasana, we're going to practice Nadi Shadana, or alternate nostril breathing. So you can bring your 2 fingers to the point between your brows. The other hand can just rest on the floor like a support. Let's take a deep breath in. Empty all the breath out. Softly close off the right nostril and breathe in through the left. Pausing at the top, switch fingers, breathe out of the right. In through the right. Switch fingers, breathe out of the left. In left, pausing at the top. Switch fingers, breathe out the right. Continuing in, switch out, in, switch out. One more round, and when you exhale through the left, the next time, release the hand. Dandasana. Notice. Bend your right knee. You can keep it outside or inside the bottom leg. Just let that pelvis shift back slightly. Bring your hands underneath your chin, elbows high, and start the rotation to the right. Let the belly, the abdominal muscles do the work. And then we'll take our I Dream of Genie arms. Let the right elbow pull back so that right scapula comes onto your back and that hand settles down. Then let the left scapula open a little bit more and settle your hand or your elbow onto your thigh. So right scapula retracting, left scapula protracting. The head turns last. Creating now a ringing out breath. On the inhale, open and lengthen the spine. On the exhale, deepen the twist slightly like you're squeezing water out of a wet cloth. Inhale, lengthen and open. Exhale, compress, gently squeeze. One more breath here. Returning to center, Dandasana. Moving into the left side twist, bend the knee, draw the sitting bone back, and just move into the twist the way we've practiced. From the core first, then the scapula, and finally the neck. Once you arrive in your asana, close your eyes and let breath take over. Our breath is our best friend in practice. It can also be like an annoying little brother. It's a tattletale. It will always let us know when we've crossed over an edge by becoming shallow or choppy. When breath is full and sweet and even, we know we're in the right place. One more inhale, and on the exhale, slowly unwind back to center. Bend the knees, soles of the feet together, butterfly. Your lower back gets to decide if this is an upright butterfly or a spinal flexion butterfly. Sometimes it feels good to pin the fingers under the ankle bones and just lift tall, find some traction in the spine. And sometimes the body just needs a surrender. Can you still hear the soft sound of your own breath? Draw the knees together. Use your hands on the backs of your knees to lower down. And let's take the knees wide, one hand on each thigh or knee, and then move the knees differently, separately from one another. Kind of like egg beaters. Just move them opposite, out and in, front and back. Exploring movement at your hip joint. Massaging the sacrum on the floor. This might feel good to just continue this moving exploration. Happy baby might be interesting. Your choice. And then when you're ready, plant your feet on the floor for bridge pose. And I'm going to invite us to do supported bridge today, but you have the choice of bridge or wheel or the support of a block. I'm choosing supported today because we're going to take away the pranayama practice now and just observe breath. Go back to where we started at the very beginning of class and notice the very pinpoint where breath enters the nostrils. Notice the exit point at the very end of a breath. Are those two places the same? Where does breath begin? Where does breath end? Our next asana is Shavasana. And so take a moment to just feel into how you'd like to position your body for rest. Would you like props? You want to move to a wall and put your legs up? Or traditional Shavasana? Your body knows what it needs. Coming into Shavasana, we'll finish with 4-7-8 breath. You might picture a triangle, isosceles triangle. Inhale 4 counts, hold your breath 7 counts, and exhale 8. Inhale 4, the breath comes up the side of the triangle, the short side. Hold the breath for 7 as the line draws across the top, and empty the breath 8 counts. 4, 7, 8 on your own. If you're still practicing 4-7-8 breath, release the counting and go back to just awareness of breath. observing the inhale, observing the exhale. Let your next breath be a little deeper, a little slower, a little fuller. With an open mouth, soft sigh. Put a little movement in your fingers and toes. Turn your head gently to each side. And slowly draw yourself to a seat with a cushion or a block or a chair underneath your hips. You can keep your eyes closed, stay with this internal focus. Once you find your seat, let's take the mudra of receptivity and openness. Open your palms on your legs. Bring to mind again the picture of breathing inside of a circle. And on the inhale, the breath comes up behind you, rolls over the top like water over a stone. And as you exhale, the water spills down the front of the circle, scooping underneath you and rolling up again. Picture again sitting inside this sphere of golden light, of healing energy. We'll end this practice with a metta meditation. Picture yourself as an observer from outside looking in as you sit inside this sphere of golden light. You can repeat these words if you like after me. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be free from harm. May I see my own greatness. May I be filled with loving kindness. Now place someone you adore inside of this golden light with you, face to face, knee to knee. As you look into their eyes, you say, may you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be free from harm. May you see your own greatness. May you be filled with loving kindness. Invite a friend or an acquaintance to join you in this circle that just got bigger. The three of you sitting here, you and your beloved, and someone you are fond of. And to this new friend, say, may you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be free from harm. May you see your own greatness. May you be filled with loving kindness. Inviting now a stranger to join the circle, a passerby, someone you saw driving yesterday or in the store, some random stranger joins the circle. Imagine you and your beloved and your friend seeing this stranger and saying to them, may you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be free from harm. May you be filled with loving kindness. And now invite into your circle a difficult person, a challenge in your life, and invite them to sit with you and your beloved, your friend, and this stranger. You all see this person and say, may you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be free from harm. May you see your own greatness. May you be filled with loving kindness. Now imagine this sphere that you are swimming inside with these 4 humans. Imagine this circle floating up above the building that you are in, above your city, your state. Going higher, you can see the borders of this country. And higher still, to look down and see a blue and green ball floating in space. Our home, our mother. Bring your hands together in front of your heart, and as you see this image, repeat these words. May we all be happy. May we all be healthy. May we be free from harm. May each of us see our own greatness. And may our hearts be filled with loving kindness. The ball starts to descend again, closer to earth. You can see the borders of our country. You can now see the shape of your state. And the dot on the map, that is your city. You get closer, there's the building that you're in right now. And this circle softly sets you back on your mat, and your friends go to theirs. And here we are. Feel the earth beneath you and your hands in front of you. Take a deep breath in. Softly blink your eyes open on the exhale. Take in the beautiful people on the screen in front of you. Thank you for taking this pranayama journey with me. The loving kindness and the greatness in me sees the loving kindness and the greatness in each of you. Namaste.